Laundry list. You get it in your head that you know what kind of a man you might want. Functionally literate, willing to hear you out about feminism, etc. Not homophobic. You see a man reading a poem. You seek and find the man. Tell him you love the poem. You don't mean anything by it, really. It's a good poem. You want his contact for workshopping. Tell him as much. Things progress. You meet his family. You should look about whether the women need help in the kitchen, he says. Later, that you should try to look more like you did when you met. He has thoughts about your belly. He shouts after you for a long time on the phone one night, and you sit with it a bit, since love don't really lock off like a light switch, but you end things, in retrospect, poorly. A man invites you to a park. You talk a lot, drink wine, spin on a carousel. He drops you home, giddy and unsure it was a date. On the third, is this a date? You drive. At his door, he asks if you want to come inside. You sit on his bed, and he asks permission to kiss you. Nobody's ever done this. You say yes. You have a strange dream, though, about a kitchen shouting at you. And before you really think about what you're doing, you get a bright idea and say, I don't really think I want a relationship. He's glad. Neither does he. You start to spend the night. Stay up talking rainbows, Marlon James, and wage gaps, and you're on the same page about all that. One Sunday, you notice him smile at his phone, and his eyes shift when he says nothing when you ask, what was so funny? You tell your casual self, this is not any of your business. You download Tinder. You should not be surprised to see his profile. Your chest tightens anyway. You swipe. It's a match. Okay. What exactly were you trying to achieve? You delete Tinder. You keep going to his house. Laughing, in bed one night you say, well, I mean, you're a little bit of a... You decide against it. He insists you finish. Ah, a little bit of a fuckboy. You small up your voice as you watch the word fall out of your mouth and drop on your petrified dolly house. You try to take it back. You can't run a joke? No. This is not you aren't funny. This is it. You handle it, in retrospect, poorly.